Welcome to my Gateway exhibition. Today I'm going to be talking about my 8 keys to success, or also known as cognitive variables. Variable number 1, positive self-concept. Positive self-concept is when you're able to see yourself in a positive aspect. Someone I know who has a positive self-concept is my friend Leah. No matter how bad things get, she's always hopeful for things to get better and knows that everything happens for a reason. I feel that everyone struggles and strives for a positive self-concept. I definitely strive hard to get one as much as I can, and I'm still working on it. Number 2, realistic self-appraisal. What realistic self-appraisal means is you can assess things like your strengths and weaknesses, and then from there knowing different ways you can improve both on how you work with your strengths and how to improve on your weaknesses. Myself, I struggle with getting different perspectives on myself and on my work, but I really do try to assess myself not only to think about my weaknesses but my strengths as well. I do this in the beginning of the year when I was working on my online math program, when I had to find out where I was in math, what my strengths and what my weaknesses were. Number 3, skills at navigating systems and understanding of skill at dealing with discrimination. Personally, I am open with accepting people for who they are and what they believe in. I have to come encounter with witnessing discrimination and being discriminated from my past, friends, to acquaintances, to schoolmates growing up. I have just been open to the idea of everyone is different and just not being judgmental towards people the way they look or act or believe in. An example that I have done this is I participated in the Day of Silence in the LGBTQ community. Number 4, preference for long-range goals over short-term or immediate needs. This means you can prioritize your plans in a sense for your big goals, whatever they may be. I'm personally good at prioritizing my stuff for long-range goals, but my weakness is long-range goals and how they are always changing with my interests. How I use this cognitive variable in my life is I have been interning at 2 salons this past year, learning things, getting educated for cosmetology to make my resume look good for colleges, and to see if that's really what I want to do with my life. Number 5, ability of a strong support person. Having access or ability of a strong support person is major in my mind. If you don't have someone to talk to and tell your problems to, in some cases, secrets, then it can make you feel miserable and stressed. Without a support person, you can get advice or have them listen to you. I have a great support system. I don't just have one point person, I have multiple people who listen to me, and I feel like it helps very much. If you don't have a strong support system, I feel things can get overbearing and overwhelming, and it's not helpful. Number 6, successful leadership experience. I've had a lot of leadership experience because of my baby sister. She has really taught me to take initiative and be mature. She has definitely taught me a lot about patience, that's for sure. And just being a good role model that I can be for her. Being a leader is very important to me. It's an important trait because not having to look up to people or follow them is the best thing I can think of, and being able to lead people and be the best person I can be. Number 7, demonstrated community service and involvement. Being in Big Picture as a Big Picture student has really brought me closer to the community, whether it's just a small community in Big Picture or outside of it, like my internship. I don't involve myself in the community as much as I would like to, but I'm definitely working on coming out of my shell into the community more and putting myself in uncomfortable situations I don't usually put myself into, and pushing myself to be more involved in the community around me. And lastly, number 8, knowledge acquired in or about a field. I feel that it was very important as a high schooler to get the experience in a work field to see what you want to do when you get out of high school. It can be very helpful coming into Big Picture. I was set on being a hairdresser. I had 2 internships set up at 2 salons, and I found out I want to do more than just be a hairdresser. If I hadn't gotten the chance to get an intern at these internships, I would have known I wanted to do possibly a totally different work career and just saved a lot of money on college.